ladies and gentlemen. This is Evibes, the musical band series, and this is your band, Kwan Pa. Let's start with giving you 2 songs, and then we take it up from there. Majena jena jena menti yase majena jena jena minhuno majena jena jena menti yase majena jena jena minhuno Adriana obi ato anase obi beto anase obi gusoto enenam kwan so bano attention dada and I'm quite so bano. Will be a team in Kanshe, Erabe, Agya, Enti Webis Wakataso, Erabe, Agya, Enti Webis Wakataso. Enti ni awuye yacho amede obimpo meji na ujina desese ne papa jisoa madam for wason baye she say emani yanso wankasa to for with the immediate effect gedeba sengedeba kwampa enti ni awuye yacho amede obimpo meji na ujina desese ne papa jisoa Madam for what's over here, she said, give up. Emani Yanso, one cassatomo for with the immediate effect. Okay, I can't win here any chair. Young funny Sani Papacho. Where we saw some Omacho. Woman, a banajin, some machine. Hey, Papa and Suakuma Beno. A 200 hono and yet decoration. Papa or black belt, one ton of condition. Utia gra as I say, Joe Tata, brat to move with immediate effect. Enti ni awuye yacho amede obimpo mechi na ujina desese ne bamba jisoa madam for wasombe yesise iba ewani yanso wankasa tumfo with the immediate effect wankasa tumfo with the immediate effect wankasa tumfo with the immediate effect wankasa tumfo. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the band Kwan Pa. Now, right on the percussions, the Palogo drums, we have Kwame Agbohwasi Minamo. Give us something. Come on. Thank you. And to my left, we have the gentleman Nanayao playing the twin bell, the uta, and then the shekeri, the rattle. All right, thank you. And to my right, I have Kwabena Safo on the gome, that is the bass drum. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Asah, and I'm on the classical guitar, nylon strings. This particular one made in Ghana right here by Emoji Guitars. Listen to the guitar. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you ask why the band is made up of just males, just the gentlemen. Thankfully, we have a new member who is a lady. Ladies and gentlemen, Kwan Pa together with a round of applause. Let's welcome the beautiful Becky. All right. Becky, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. This is your own band now.
I'm so grateful. At least I'm doing something profitable with my life today. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, Kwan Pa. I am so grateful. This is Evibes. This is the musical bands edition. We're celebrating musical bands here in Ghana, and I am grateful that we will be talking all about Kwan Pa here on the show with you. This is the 5th member. It's actually a 4-man band, and this is the 5th member.
Yeah.
Check me out. Yeah. What's the name of the?
Frichua.
So BECKS is on the Frichua, and we have something small for you.
Yes, let's just do this. Oba, sing it, get it, get it, get it. Say ni wa de de de, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa pete pete, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa pete pete, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa enafirebo, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa ose me meye de, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa ose me me di di, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa ebeneti bana, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa ebo ebo ebo, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa de de de, every ebo ebo ebo, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa de de de, say ni wa.
Woo! Thank you so
Welcome.
much for that. Beautiful, beautiful indigenous music, beautiful songs. Kwan Pa.
Yeah.
Somebody will say that Kwan Pa means a lot to different people.
Yes.
I thought Kwan Pa means the good road,
Okay.
right, or
Okay.
the good street,
Okay.
or and other people might probably be thinking that the Kwan sort of means soup,
Nkwan.
Kwan Pa, So now that we have the opportunity to have a conversation and celebrate you as a band, 7 years of doing this,
Sure.
I get to understand exactly what it means by Kwan Pa and where Kwan Pa is coming from.
Sure. So it's as you rightly said, it's Kwan Pa, the right path. A Kwan
right
Papa,
path.
the right path.
The right path.
When you ring the letter N in front of the whole name, it changes the whole meaning to good soup. And also not bad. I mean, but the name of the band is Kwan Pa for the sake of identity. Kwan Pa,
Kwan Pa.
KWANPA, Kwan Pa.
Kwan Pa.
Yes, and we do indigenous Ghanaian palm wine music. Palm wine music.
Okay,
Yes.
that palm wine music.
Yes, palm wine music.
Some a genre that we haven't really tapped.
Yeah, exactly.
So is it that you got you saw the opportunity there? And then I mean, because everybody we were privy to the high life music and all that, but the palm wine music.
Yeah, palm wine music existed even before high life.
Okay.
It's actually one of those music traditions that influenced the creation of high life music. So if you look at high life, there were three pillars: palm wine music, Adaha music, and then ballroom music, which had different styles of music, but they all influenced the creation of high life music in the late 19th century, early 20th century. That was when we had high life. But this music tradition, palm wine music, it started before that. Exactly. But we got into palm wine music because we realized that we're losing some of these beautiful music traditions we have in Ghana. There are different types. It's not just palm wine music. We have konkoma music. We have different types. But we realized that we're losing touch of some of these things. But for Agya Nimo, and then people like Osei Korankye, we may probably have lost palm wine music. So we said, well, let's also come on board and ensure the continuity. Exactly.
Right.
Let's make sure that posterity will know what palm wine music is, and they will know that it is us. It is for us as a people. It is Ghanaian.
And this began 7 years ago.
7 years ago, specifically 31st July 2017.
Oh,
That was when we had our very first rehearsal.
All the details. So since the inception of Kwan Pa music, celebrating indigenous music here in Ghana, tell me about the journey. How has been the journey so far for Kwan Pa in a music industry that focuses on the Azontos, name them.
Yeah.
Almost all the high life songs,
Yes.
and now we're talking about, the one genre from South Africa and all of that. Tell me about the whole journey.
Yes. So when we started the band, our focus, our mandate was that let us make palm wine music known.
Okay.
Let us draw more attention to the music
it.
tradition. And so we decided that we'll go around Ghana and in fact around the world, and then we'll send palm wine music to people so that one, they become aware of the music tradition, so that we bring some traction to it. And then by so doing, we ensure its continuity and its preservation. And then, of course, its revitalization, so to speak. And so far, it's been fantastic because everywhere we have performed, most of the time, they will call us to give them another performance. And people will go like, hey, now we are here, is it for us? Is it Ghanaian? Hey, how, like, and so thankfully, we realized that the awareness we are trying to create, it's working. It's working to a great extent. And we've, as far as awards are concerned, we have about 5 awards in 7 years. And so it tells us that probably we are doing something right, or we are doing something people love.
5 awards.
5 awards
in 7 years.
In 7 years.
Is this where the Ghana Music Awards?
The very first award was in 2019, and that was at the Ghana Music Awards. We won the Traditional Artist of the Year. Yes, that was our very first award, and then subsequently we won at the Ghana Arts and Culture Awards. We won the Traditional Music Group of the Year. We won that twice, I think, and then we won the High Life at the High Life Music Awards. We won the Best High Life Palm Wine Band, and then we won some 2 others. Entertainment Achievement Awards, we won 2 as the Best Cultural Troupe. Yes.
So it means that the reception has been great.
Oh, it's been great. It's been great.
And there are no troubles. You get booked for events. Most events, right?
Yes, for the bookings they really come.
As well.
It's not bad. It could get better, but it's not bad. So we do usually, as a band like this, and especially as we do this full time, what we have done is that we need to get a number of regular gigs that that every week I'm doing this gig and that gig. And so for the band, we have regular gigs we do in the week. And then we do the corporate events and then the private events as and when they come. So people's weddings, parties, funerals, seminars, conferences, as and when they come, we do those. But we have regular performances that we do within the week.
So are you telling me that this is just something that you do? There's no other work attached with you? I mean, in respect to each band member here.
Exactly. So when the band started in 2017, we were all doing our different things, and then, but I can confidently say from the year 2020, this is what we all do full time, all 4 of us in the band.
The year 20.
Yes, this is what we do full time.
Oh wow.
Kwan Pa, performing, going around the world, going around Ghana, giving our performances.
Tell me about going around the world. Where have you traveled to? How did you get there, and how was the reception there like?
It's been good. 2022, that was when we made our first international trip. We're in Dubai. We performed at the Dubai Expo upon invitation from the Ghana Tourism Authority. And then so on the day was everything Ghana. So food, fashion, music, everything, and then we're part of the music team to do that. Subsequently, we got the opportunity to go through Egypt to we're in Russia, Moscow. It was the Ghana Independence Day, and we're in Russia. Yes, and so we represented Ghana as far as music is concerned. We did everything Ghana on the day, so lots of music from Ghana, both our traditional kitty music and then the palm wine music also, and it was great. When we came back, people were like, "Oh, how was the reception? How did the Russians take it?" Because it wasn't just the Ghanaians, but it was everyone. So we did something. When we got to Russia, we learned the national anthem in their language, and the intriguing part was the anthem has 3 verses. We learned all 3 verses, and we performed, and they were shocked.
All
like
3
all 3 verses, and they were shocked. And that was after the anthem. All other songs we did, like they were jamming to the music.
Yeah, obviously.
Exactly.
You caught their attention.
Exactly.
You could speak their language. Yeah,
so,
and what it is that they respect. So yeah.
Exactly. So it's something that really worked for us. We're in Qatar, Doha, at the Horticulture Expo with Ghana, GEPA, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and that one too was fantastic. I mean, eventually the feedback we got was that the Ghana Pavilion and the Ghana Day was the best in terms of patronage, in terms of people's participation. I mean, you should see the way people were dancing, jumping. It was really good. It was really good.
Oh, that's a fantastic, story and fantastic life for Kwan Pa Band.
Yes.
And you're still here in the
Yes.
industry doing what you love doing. I know that you're here at Zen Garden,
Yes.
where we're recording from.
Yes.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday
Zen
night we
Garden.
perform
What's
at
your
Zen
relationship
Garden.
with Zen Garden? What's the relationship like?
Okay, so when we started the band in 2017, we decided that we're going to remain indoors for 3 months without any performance. We're putting together our repertoire for presentation.
Okay.
And so for 3 months, we're indoors learning music. Right after the 3 months, we decided that we have to get places to perform to sustain the band. And we went to different places, we talked to them, but Zen Garden is the only venue that accepted the band to come and perform every Tuesday when the band was just 3 months old. 3 months old. And so we have remained here ever since. Every Tuesday we perform right here, because all other venues, we went to different hotels, different restaurants, different places, they all did not accept us. But Zen Garden said, well, we should come and play. And so right from when the band was 3 months old till date, every Tuesday nights we play at Zen Garden. When we started, obviously people did not know the band, but 2018 we worked on a Christmas song, and the whole idea was that, well, let's pick common Christmas songs, let's rework them to fit the Ghanaian context, and let's bring it back so that people will now appreciate the Christmas songs in our own context. So we selected popular Christmas songs, we reworked them, we put it out there, and it caught fire. And that was
actually performed on Joy FM as well.
Exactly. So that video that went viral was actually on Tonight Show, Joy Prime, with Andy Adote. Yes, and at the time, and it really went out there, and that is what actually pushed that into the limelight to a great extent. And beyond that, it's been great. We performed at different venues, different events. It's been good.
From your perspective, what do you make of the Ghanaian music industry? You know, we're always talking about, the Stone Boys, the Sarkodie's, the Shatawales, the Efias, who are all musicians, right?
Yes.
But we don't focus on the bands. You do music. Your kind of music is different, but you still represent the music industry. So from where you sit as a band, what do you make of the musical landscape here in Ghana, and how do you think that the industry in which you are is treating bands?
Ghanaian music industry, the Ghana music industry, we love to explore. In fact, it started way back when you even look at High Life. At the time, we had guitar band High Life, we had big band High Life, we later had Boga High Life, that is High Life that went to Germany. We had High Life that went to Nigeria. Now we even have urban High Life, contemporary High Life, whatever it is. So we keep exploring. The industry keeps exploring. I always say that it is very good and it's not going to stop. We'll keep on exploring. However, we should not lose touch of the previous ones. For instance, if we had Hip Life, let's still have people dedicated to hip life, but let's still explore. If we had palm wine at a point in time, let's still have people dedicated to palm wine, and let's keep on exploring. I say that no matter the kind of music you perform in Ghana, the kind of music tradition, the styles, the genre, you will definitely have a following. You will definitely have people who will follow, people who will love what you do. Yes, so let's just have a niche for ourselves and just try to grow in that niche. We have the hip life people, we have the Afrobeats people, we have different styles, the dancehall people. Yansuya Dieni, palm wine music, and we try as much as possible to remain in there and expand and grow it.
You know that there's a conversation about Afrobeats, and there's also a conversation about preserving the high life music, which is ours, right?
Yes.
And selling it to the rest of the world. I think that that's what you're doing with your kind of music. But do you think that we will get there to that point where we're not representing ourselves outside Ghana as Afrobeats musicians, but high life musicians? Do you think that there's a possibility that we will get there?
We are hoping so. That would have been good. I say that, in my opinion, if we could have a generic name for music coming from Ghana, for instance, if we decide to pick High Life, let's keep High Life as the generic name for all the music types that come from Ghana, so that even if you are doing like we are doing palm wine music, though it is older than high life, we'll say we even say we are doing palm wine high life, palm wine high life music. So no matter the kind of music you are doing, let's still put it under the bigger umbrella high life, so that high life will be represented out there. High life will be synonymous to Ghana, so that we mention high life, we know it's Ghana. We mention Ghana, we know it's high life. Like reggae, once we say reggae, Jamaica comes to mind, Caribbeans come to mind. But there are different types of reggae.
That identity is, I think, that what Ghanaians are missing, or what we're missing. So it
to
puts
some extent,
or it puts us on that verge of we don't really have an identity. So now we're claiming that we're Afrobeats musicians. We're claiming that some are claiming that they're high life musicians. Now we have palm wine music. You know, so it's like this sort of confusion on the musical landscape.
I will not call it confusion. I'm just saying that I think we are getting to understand our industry better. It's not confusion. I know that. I mean, definitely, as far as Afrobeats is concerned, there's definitely the influence of Ghanaian high life in there. If you look at some of the percussions and the rhythms in there. But I'll just say that if we could all focus on high life, I'm not saying by force. Just as I mentioned earlier, there are different types of high life. We have the guitar bands high life, the big bands high life, different types. Whichever you would want to do. We can't force you to do our palm wine music, to do a big band palm wine. Do what you really want to do. But if we could all accept that high life is a generic name, let's push it out there and let's make people accept it. I think it could work. It could help us.
About bands in Ghana, you know, a lot of people, we go for events and we see the musicians come out to perform. You have bands behind them. And all of that. Do you think that the industry has focused on bands? And if they haven't, what do you think that can help, you know, to further propel the message of celebrating bands and giving them what is due, and just, you know, getting them the necessary attention that bands deserve in Ghana?
Thankfully, now the bands, the Ghanaian bands, our niche, it's growing. We have different types of bands springing up now, which is very good for our industry, which is very good. I mean, back in the days, if you look at the high life, the beginning, and then you look at somewhere between the 1950s, 1960s, and then somewhere to the 1980s, we had lots of high life bands. But I think the activity started going down. And so recently, now we have lots of bands coming up, and I think that we now realize that there are prospects in there. We now realize that forming bands, it's not like we are relegated to the background. We also have our role, and so live music is coming back. Now, as far as night activities are concerned, almost everywhere you go in Accra, you'll find a place or two with live music, and basically it is these bands that perform. And I'm saying it's so good for the industry, because now people, whether you are just a singer or you now want to get into music, now you will be propelled to learn to play an instrument to some extent, and then you can put yourselves together and form a band, and it works. Tell you what, now bands are in high demand, especially our hospitality industry. Now there are lots of hotels springing up, lots of restaurants, and these places want bands to perform.
So you can confidently say that it's lucrative.
It is. It is. It is.
That's what I wanted to hear.
It is, because for this band, it could be better. For this band, sometimes we get 2, 3, 4 events on the same day, and we'll have to just honor one and then just let the others go. If there were other bands like us, of course, sometimes we push some of the gigs to other bands as well.
About learning to play an instrument as a musician, do you think that that's very important? Is it something that everybody must do?
I think so.
Or should that be a requirement?
This is what I think. Understand your craft. Understand what you are doing. If you're a singer and you don't know, for instance, the key in which you sing, you don't know your range, it is something that could affect you. Because, for instance, you go, there's a band playing spontaneously, the MC calls you out because you're a musician, you're a singer, and says, that's the band, okay, let's go, let's do your song. and then they start playing, and you sing in any key. Not that you go off, but for instance, you are comfortable in key D, and then they give you a song in key F sharp. They are worlds apart, and you could suffer as far as the range is concerned. So for instance, you know your song is in key D, they are playing F. Once you get on stage, you ask them what key is that, it's F or F sharp. No, change it to key D. I mean, it works. Or they are doing, you sing in key D, and they are doing, the band is already playing in key C sharp. C and C sharp, I mean, if you are comfortable in key C and the band is playing C sharp and you are spontaneously called, you could manage and do a C sharp, though you know that you are comfortable in C, because they are not too far apart. So some of these things we must understand, the some of the technical stuff, music theory basically, not in depth. I mean, enin kakra kakra, so that you know how to. But of course, if you want to play, it enhances your craft. Your craft.
In every institution, we have the ups and downs. What would you say that Kwampa's up was your favorite moments, and some of the worst moments you've had as a band?
We've had lots of favorite moments, lots of ups, lots of exciting moments. The first one would be when the band was mentioned as the traditional artist of the year at the Ghana Music Awards. I mean, we were not expecting it, and that was our very first award. So it came as a shock, like, wow, really? I mean, we knew we had worked, we knew people were jamming to some of the music we put out there, but we didn't know people were really watching and assessing to the extent that it's this is the traditional artist of the year. It was really good. And then other moments also, when we get there were different performance. For instance, we got to perform in 2018 December at the Festival of Nine Lessons and Carol. It was huge at the time. Yes, right here in Ghana. I think it was at the Fantasy Dome at the time, and the room was packed. People were there, and we sang our Christmas songs, and they took over and they were singing. It was really good. I mean, those are fun moments. There have been moments also where challenging ones. At the time the band started, transportation was a challenge, because we'll have to go with the 4 band members together with our equipment, the music, the PA system, and the instruments themselves. And at the time, we did not have the means, so we would either have to rent a bigger car or be selective in terms of the instruments to send around and all that. And some way, somehow, it was challenging. But I always say that let's focus on the positives. Definitely, no matter the stage at which you are, definitely you will have challenges. But let's focus on the positives, so that we move with that, we ride with that.
I love staying with the positives. Before we go, let's talk about your projects. Some of the projects that you've done that we have no idea of. Can you run us through? I know that you have 2 songs.
Yes.
To your credit,
sure.
Kwan Pa. Can you run us through?
So the band has 44 songs we have written. But 44 songs we've written. Yes,
we've not released an album out
yes,
of
so
that. 2 EPs out
yes.
of that.
So now we in 2022 we released a 6-track EP titled Palm Wine Music. Palm Wine Music, and we gave the title Palm Wine Music because we wanted people to right away identify the kind of music, palm wine music. So it had 6 songs, and it's on the digital platforms. And then we released a number of singles. The Christmas songs, we have Bronya Pata, we have the 5 Days of Ghanaian Christmas, we have Felix Cannot Dance, we have all those as part of our Christmas collection. And then we have Tafu Station, a single we released somewhere in 2021. And then we have our full 12-track album coming up.
Okay, do we have a name for that?
Album. Yes.
12-track album. Tell me about it. Inspiration behind it.
Yes.
Still palm wine music. Still high life music.
High life music. Okay. Palm wine music, high life music. So we decided to explore. There are some instruments that we see as conventional palm wine instruments, like the guitar, the bells, the rattle, but of course the frichua. But we decided to explore with other African instruments like the dono. The talking drum, the armpit drum. It is conventionally not a palm wine instrument, but we brought it in there as part of exactly the xylophone, and some other, and then the kete drums.
Okay.
The kete drums.
Yeah.
Originally, we have the kete ensemble. It's a very different ensemble, different from our palm wine music, but we brought that in palm wine. So that album basically explores different African instruments in palm wine music.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So all those we have on the album.
Yes.
Titled.
So we have 12 tracks on the
that
album. 12 track on the album.
So what's the title of that album?
We had a working title.
Okay.
But we are changing it. Yes.
So it's work in progress.
Work in progress.
But
we have 12 songs there. We have Kofi Kwatin, we have Didida, we have No Parking, we have Shut Up, we have lots of songs.
Didida. Didida sounds like something that I would want to listen to. So we'll probably get that off.
Sure,
but not now. Before we go, let's talk about where to find Kwan Pa.
Okay.
How can we reach Kwan Pa if we need to follow you on social media?
Sure.
How can we reach you
Sure.
to book you for any events?
So Kwan Pa is available for all kinds of events. Thankfully now we get lots of corporate events, like lots of conferences and seminars. They invite Kwan Pa a lot to help with a touch of music right there. So any kind of event, just give the band a call. First of all, social media, Kwan Pa GH on all the platforms, all the major platforms. It's the same thing. Kwan Pa GH, Instagram, Facebook,
YouTube.
Twitter, now X, YouTube, Threads, TikTok. It's the same thing. Kwan Pa GH. Our website is also the same thing. www.kwanpagh.com. Yes. And the phone number is 0243 235 435. 0243 235 435. Yes. Just give us a call. You can send a WhatsApp. You can connect with us on social media, whatever you want.
Of course, we'll give you a call and book Kwan Pa. I'm sure you'll be playing at my wedding very soon.
We did give you.
And so I'm so grateful that we could do this. Tell me more. Can you reintroduce your band members for us again? Then we can have a Didida before we get out of here.
All right. So to my left, I have Nanaya Wentie.
I didn't allow Nanaya to speak. Nanaya, tell me something.
My name is Nanaya Evibes
Nanaya Evans Etie. And you've been with Kwan Pa for the past 7 years.
No, actually, I've been with Kwan Pa for almost 4 years now.
4 years. 4 years. And you're happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
Nanaya is happy, and so is
Kwame Agbehwasi Menamo.
Mr. Kwame.
Yes.
Mr. Kwame, how long have you been with the band?
Oh, 7 years.
7 years. So
Yeah.
Right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's the veteran of the Kwan Pa ministry, and we have to my
we have Kwabena Safo.
Kwabena Safo.
Yes.
Kwabena Safo, how long have you been part? Are you also a veteran?
Yes.
For the past 7 years.
Right from the beginning. Yes.
Wow, loyalty pays. Well, I've been doing this with the Kwan Pa Band. This has been the Musical Bands edition. Still Evibes. My name is Becky. There's a Didida of a new album coming up by Kwan Pa, and you don't want to miss it. How do we begin? Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
But I must say you have a beautiful voice. When we did the first song, I saw that you were really doing a wonderful part in there.
Okay. Let's see if I can do
So this is
something.
a Didida. Yes. So it's
Okay.
the time signature is 6/8. So
6/8.
yes. So this is how it goes. Ka. All right. Yeah. So I mentioned the time signature is 6/8. So this is how you
so
do
I'm
the
going
count. No,
too fast.
it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. This is the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No, but play
I'm
the.
confused.
No.
Say that again. Do it.
Play the same
Okay.
thing. The same thing as if. Cut.
Okay.
Cut. All right, let's do it. Edidida neyo, edidida neyo, edidida neyo, edidida neyo. Ah, wanya nufu ne jebyo, ochena wanya kakaraka, ene busuwa mawo. china suyeni wanya nufu nejebio ochena wanya kakaraka edidida down yo. Listen to the verse. Osei. Apoa tetia sorry no dinitia pem pem. Odomu chinchia oh baby BSC. If you say net ye real Matthew no chena de beye day. Oden kakra Adriani ne boy Ensu otoda krumpa odide atetia Ensu otona nsampa odide apo atetia Ensu otona wotwempa odide atetia Ensu otopo somempa odide wanya nufu nejebio ochena wanya kakaraka ene buso amao ye besi china suyeni wanya nufu nejebio ochena wanya kakaraka edidida da neyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kwan Pa Band.
Thank you.